Welcome to the presentation on coping with test anxiety. Most of us experience anxiety at some point or another. So, what is anxiety? Most often, it includes physical symptoms of anxiety in the form of shortness of breath, pounding heart, sweating, shaking, difficulty swallowing, upset stomach, and lightheadedness. In addition to these physical symptoms, anxiety often involves feelings of nervousness, dread, self-doubt, fear, pressure, and so on. Anxiety has a strong genetic component. So, what contributes to stress and anxiety? External circumstances can contribute to stress. School is a big one. And what is an inevitable part of school? Tests. So, what is test anxiety? Experiences some nervousness before or during a test is common for most college students. Test anxiety, however, is a bit more distressing. Test anxiety is when a person experiences an overwhelming amount of stress to the point of near panic before and during a test. It can also be described as the experience of being so worried about what studying or test taking and that you have difficulty thinking, concentrating, and recalling what you've studied. So what does this actually look like? For many students with test anxiety, they may blank out during a test. Even if they studied or are well prepared, they forget material. They might experience the physical symptoms of anxiety or panic mentioned previously. Physical agitation, difficulty breathing, headaches, increased heart rate, sweating, stomach aches, and changes in body temperature. And a key feature of test anxiety is the negative thinking that accompanies any physical symptoms. Many students have thoughts like, I'll never pass. Everyone is finishing before me. What if I fail and never graduate? I just can't do it. Besides a genetic predisposition to anxiety, some other factors that may contribute to test anxiety are previous bad experiences with test taking, poor study skills, time constraints, automatic negative thoughts, and a history of anticipatory anxiety. The good news is that there are a lot of coping strategies that can be employed to help manage test anxiety. Some of these include study skills and time management, self-help, relaxation strategies, positive self-talk, test-taking techniques, spirituality, and of course, counseling. Now we'll talk about each of these in a bit more detail. Being prepared for tests can help reduce anxiety in some cases. If test anxiety is a result of ineffective studying, thinking about how you are studying and managing time is important. What are some ways to study and manage time more effectively? You could divide your workload into smaller, more manageable parts or chunks. It can help to be aware of what times of day are best for you to study. And studying with friends or groups not only make you more accountable to others, but can help you have a better grasp on the material. Avoid cramming when possible. Many students find that getting in the habit of using a planner to manage time helps them stay on top of their responsibilities. And while it can be intimidating, talking to your professor is a great way to address any concerns you have. Towson also has great resources of the Academic Achievement Center, where you can meet with a tutor, get academic coaching, connect with study groups, and take advantage of study skills workshops. Just like you would rehearse for a performance, taking a practice test or recreating a test environment can help prepare you for the actual test and be more familiar with the material. Studies show that testing yourself could help you remember much more of the material than if you've only read it once. Using studying and time management skills are great, but sometimes the students still might feel anxious. There are more strategies you can try. Talking to friends, peers, family members, tutors, etc., connecting with a spiritual practice such as prayer, exercising, meditating, yoga, participating in other activities you find enjoyable. All of these are fantastic ways to take care of yourself and manage anxiety. You can always get more information and support from an array of helpful books. Here are a few suggestions. Relaxation strategies won't necessarily get rid of anxiety, but they can provide some relief, especially when practiced often. Some specific relaxation strategies are deep breathing, progressive muscle relaxation, guided imagery, and positive self-talk. Let's talk about each of these strategies. Again, practice is the key to relaxation strategies. It is important to know that they are not effective all the time or for everyone, but they will be most effective if they are practiced well before an exam. To practice breathing as relaxation strategies, begin by closing your eyes. Then bring your attention to your breath and begin breathing slowly and deeply from your abdomen. It can help to picture your stomach inflating like a balloon as you breathe in and deflating as you breathe out. As you breathe out, imagine your stress leaving your body. PMR, another relaxation technique, involves first becoming aware of and regulating your breathing. Next, focus on your body, starting at your feet and working your way up towards your head. Try to notice what areas of your body are most tense. Then, go through each muscle group, tightening the muscles for a few seconds, then relaxing them, breathing in a relaxed way as you go. While it is not recommended to practice during a test, guided imagery can be useful for relaxation in the times leading up to a test. This can be done by imagining yourself in a peaceful place. Attempt to stay in this visualization for several minutes. When you're ready, slowly bring your senses back to the space you are in. Engage in positive self-talk is another way to manage anxiety before and during a test. Here are some examples. Positive self-talk can also involve disengaging from negative thoughts that come up. We can't control the thoughts we have, but we can decide how to engage with them. So when a thought such as, "I'm not good enough," crosses your mind, try to become aware of it. From there, you can label it. You can say, "Oh, there's that I'm not good enough thought again." From there, you can play around with treating this thought as just a thought. No need to evaluate it, control it, determine it, or figure out if it's true or not. It's just a thought. Now that we've covered many useful strategies for preparing for and practicing relaxation before tests, what can be done the day of a test? Before heading to class, be sure you have all the materials you need. Arrive on time, although being cautious that being too early and talking to classmates might infect you with worry. Instead, if you do arrive early, practice relaxation strategies. Okay, so now you've studied using effective strategies, practiced relaxation strategies, and positive self-talk, arrived with all of your materials on time. Now it's time to take the test. Take a deep breath and carefully read all the directions. Try and sit somewhere that is not distracting. Bring a watch. Be sure to turn your cell phone off. And if you are struggling with the first portion of a test, skip around and come back to the part that is giving you trouble. If you feel you are too overwhelmed with nerves, see if your professor will allow you to leave the classroom just for a few minutes and then come back. If there is an essay portion of your test and you're having trouble with articulating your ideas, begin by writing down words or general themes that come to mind. Don't be afraid to reach out for help if you are experiencing test anxiety that is distressing or getting in the way of your goals. There are resources on campus to help you cope. Talking to a counselor at the counseling center may be just the thing you need to get support, discuss specific strategies, and learn to overcome your test anxiety. Making an appointment is easy. You can come into the counseling center or give us a call. Visit our website for more information at www.towson.edu/counseling.